Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new product review or a new first look to a book. I know that a lot of people have already shared what is in the chapter approved, so it's not going to be new for you. Here I will go more to the things that, to give my opinion. It's more an opinion book to share with you what I think about this book and what is my opinion about the book itself. So this is the chapter approved 2018 edition, so this is of course on top of the 2017. For match play, the rules here overrule all the rules from 2017. For narrative play, open play, normally they are complementary rules. They try to cover different aspects of the game or different sides of the game. So we are going to have information about open play. So open play is going to be about 12 pages. Then we have from the 18 to the 44, it's about narrative play. From the 44 to the 60, then we have about match play, and then we have the appendix where we will have the different codexes. So it's 1/3 of each. On the party rules is 1/3 of each, and then we have the different beta codexes that are coming in this book. So let's start. Yeah, we have the introduction. So match on the ways to play. Well, they talk about what is open, narrative, and match play. And I think, yeah, they try to push a little bit the match, the narrative play, especially now that they have launched the Imperium Nihilus, Vigilus Defiant. Sorry. So on open play we have rules to looted wagons, what is quite interesting. And here we have some, we have here the rules to make them, and we have the different the different size of looted wagons. Okay. Depending on what you want to do, this is the size of, if I'm not wrong, this will be the size of a Lebanus with 12 wounds. This is the size of more like a small thing, a rhino, something like that. And this is the size of a Beyblade. Okay, so depending on the size you want to go, here they explain you a little bit of how to do kick bashing. So because Beyblade is to do is a keep bashing way to make you. This is based on 11 rules with modifications. Okay. Then we have also a rule for custom characters, and I'm just checking if this I think this is for any type of character. So you can have here additional abilities, and you put them randomly. So this can be interesting, very interesting for campaigns, for example. For if you want to put, yeah, just roll here. Each warlord have one of these additional abilities. You don't want to go crazy, because if not, it's going to be difficult to track. But this can be interesting, or it can even be used as a twist for a game, right? We have even psychic enhancements, character modifiers, and weapons improvements. So I think this can be interesting to give a twist to a game in open or even in narrative. I don't see why you cannot use this in narrative. Here we have, I think this is just an example that they put the Captain Argentus. Can they go then to the narrative part? And the narrative part, it's very focused. Well, we have two parts. The first part is is more dedicated to campaigns. I'm sorry that I cannot show you the book completely, but so the first part is dedicated to campaigns, and yeah, you have here mainly what they try to give is how to give honors to different type of units. Okay, and this is really dedicated if you want to do campaigns. So it's giving you more information how to make campaigns and how to connect battles with each other and give experience to the different units. And then we have the Cities of Death, and the Cities of Death is very focused on what is there is focused on the city fight. Okay, and we have rules for city fight. We have different rules. We have stratagems for city fight. Okay, here you have different stratagems, and then we have different scenarios. Okay, that also interesting. So more like scenarios is more like these are battle zones. Okay, so different rules that you can apply on the city fight, and then you have the scenario. So this is, I don't know, if you want to play in a part that is very polluted, in a planet that is very polluted, you can apply the rules. So this is also very interesting. And again, it's for narrative gaming, but why not to do a tournament where you apply some of these urban zones or urban battle zones? So why not to apply some of the rules? There is new scenarios. This is more difficult, for example, for because these are unbalanced by default, right? So this is really the aim of this is what is the attacker, what is the defender, and you want to play a unbalanced battle by deployment. So this is also quite it's really for that. But yeah, this is adding information. So this does not overrule 2017, because 2017 they had different rules and you can complement each other. Okay, I always find narrative and open play is a way that you decide which rules you want to use and which rules you don't want to use. And this match play is more focused on most on tournaments. Okay, on when you want really, because this can be also used in pickup games, right? If you want to play something different with your friends, or you want to play something different you don't need a campaign. You also can try to play one of these scenarios. And then we go to match play. And then on match play, we have new sets of missions that this will. Yeah, I guess you can keep the ones from the rule book, and these ones will cancel the ones from 2017. And the important thing on these new rules is that they have put the rule acceptable casualties. So it means that it's really no mission focus, the battle. And yeah, even if you lose your army, I don't think, if you lose your army fully, I don't think it's going to be easy that you win the battle. But yeah, though it's not just killing the opponent, it's also about scoring the points. Okay, so I guess they want to avoid armies that are going to kill you, just focus on killing the enemy, and they want to focus a little bit more on the missions. Okay, we have different missions. We have 6 missions for Eternal War and 6 missions for Maelstrom of War. Okay, I will not go in detail what is each one. Then we have the appendix, and the appendix is where we have the new rules. So we have the appendix is interesting. We have battlefield terrain. We have the rules for different type of terrain, quarters, barricades, galvanic servo howlers. I need to read this one because this can be fun to use. The woods, the ruins, the monitoring armored containers. So you have here all the different terrain that Games Workshop put outside, so how you can use them. Okay, we have Death Wall Forest, yeah. And then we go here and we go to the introduction. We have the Adepta Sororitas, and this is the codex, the Meta Codex, and here, this is where I spent some time reading that, because this is one of my favorite armies in my collection. I really enjoy playing them. And yeah, I wanted to know how much my Adepta Sororitas will be impacted. Okay, so we have a different way to use those, the Acts of Faith. Though you have points at the beginning of the battle, so you have 3 points plus 1 for 10 for each 10 miniatures that have the faith. Yeah, what's called this? For 1 is a point for faith point for 10 models with this ability. That is the faith point. It's called the Act of Faith ability. Okay, so yeah, then you can have different boosts on your army. So this is like, I see that as a stratagems, but with a different points. Okay, but they are not secure. So they are not they are yeah. If you roll, so you have to roll to see if the stratagem is working. They can be a little bit random. So they are not. I don't see the word. Reliable. They are not as reliable as the command points, right? Because here you say, okay, Hand of the Emperor, you have the motion value of 4, so it means that you have to roll 4 or more on a d6, right, to have this to go out. You have, of course, boosters to increase your probabilities, but they are not as reliable as they are the command points. But this is not as powerful as the command points, but they can be quite interesting. So, for example, fighting twice in a combat or something like that. Okay. Then we have, as a unit, we have the Celestine. The Celestine goes alone, and we will have the Germinae as a separate unit. We have the Canoness. We have Uria Jacobus. Okay. Then we have the Missionary, also as a HQ. Okay. We have 4 HQs. We have only 1 battle line, that is the Battle Sisters Squad. And then as a lead, we have the Germinae. We have also the Repentia Squad, the Mistress of Repentance. Okay, she goes separate as a character. Then we have the Celestian Squad. also as elite, and we have the preacher, who is a weaker priest. Okay, and we have when they used to be together as a celestial squad, though they are separated, and then we have the Hospitaller and the Dialogus. They are separate units at this moment. Then we have the Archoflagellants, the Crusaders, and the Death Cult. These ones have acts of faith as well. It's curious because they did not used to have acts of faith, I think, in the past. Okay, so they changed this one. Preachers does not have acts of faith. So yeah, the Crusaders are now interesting because they also can make use of acts of faith. I don't think in the past they were able. Then we have as a fast attacks the Seraphim and the Dominion, and as a heavy support we have the Exorcist and the Retributor and the Penitent Engines. And we have two transports, that is the Rhino and the Monitor. Of course, I was not expecting here to have the the other transport. I don't remember the name. Okay, and then we have the weapons and we have the points for everything. Okay, we have also you can have different sub-factions, so you can have different orders. Okay, you can have, I don't know, you can be the order of the Valorous Herd, and then you have a special rule. So this is as you have the chapters, or you have the regiments in the Aston Militare or the Cabals and all those things. So you can also have that, and then you have your own stratagems for them. Okay, I will not go to explain what is stratagems, warlord traits, and relics, as any of the new codexes. Okay, maybe more summarized, more condensated, but nothing else. Then we have the Renegade Knights as well, the Questor Traitors, and this is, I think it's the same as in the PDF. I have not went into detail, but we have the Renegade Knight, the Renegade Knight Dominus, and the Renegade Armiger, and it's what it used to be before, if I'm not wrong. Okay, then we have the different points options, and yeah, this is creating a disadvantage because the Renegade Knight is one, right? It's not like in the Renegade, in the Imperial Knights, that you have each configuration have a different name. So if you are limited the number of repetitions, so you can also only have, I think it's a limit of 3, you can only have 3 Renegade Knights. You cannot have 4. The fourth one you are forced to be War Dominus or Armiger, right? While if you are playing with the Imperial Knights, just you only need to take one Crusader, one Gallant, and one I don't know, one Errant, and then each of them are different. While here the Errant, the Gallant, all of these are the same type of knight, are just Renegade Knights. Okay? But this is something that I always find that is asymmetric. Of course, you have much less stratagems than in the case of the Imperial Knights, so it's really much smaller rules, so they are not going to be as competitive as they are the Imperial Knights. Okay, then we have the 8, and the 8 is talking about the Farsight. So you have starting with the Commander Farsight, and then you have the different suits. The 8 that goes with the Farsight plus the 7 that goes with him. You using the 8 in battle, so here they explain how to use them. The unit is costing 1,120 points, is 8 characters plus 14 bonds. Okay, so I guess this is a detachment per se, if I'm not wrong. So, match play rule, a Codex Tau Empire that restricts the commanders to 1 per detachment, does not apply to the 8 detachment. Okay, the Commander Farsight, if you include the 8 in your army, then you cannot include the Commander Farsight data sheet from that. Can make sense. So, but does not say that data sheet for the page blah, blah, blah. You can only include this data sheet in a super heavy auxiliary detachment. So this is a super heavy auxiliary detachment, and you put this in this in the place of that. Okay. It's so curious. So it's just buying it's like buying a super heavy vehicle, but instead of one vehicle, it's just you're buying 8 suits plus the other ones. Okay, so here you have all the profile of the 8. So you see that they put them with the Lord of War symbol. So here you see you have all the different rules, and each one have the own rules. So it's can be quite complex to track this one. And here you have the pictures. So but I think it was quite curious. Then we have the roster and all this that you can print, and then you have all the points. And I will not go on the points. Okay. And after the points, was forgetting about that. After the points, we have updates on data sheets. Okay. So we have update on the intercessors, and then we have updates on the feeds, the horrors, block crashers, and flesh hounds. And I guess this is going to get obsolete very soon as the codex appears, and I guess the codex will not, will come easy quite soon, because we have seen now the new box where we have Slaanesh against Khorne, and it goes quite awesome. So what I think here, for me, was very interesting, because Systems of Battle, I really love them, so I wanted to know the rules, and I wanted to know how they will look like, but of course I want to know really if this is going to indicate or not what the codex will look like, because here they only put, the units that are already done, okay, so they will not, if there is any unit that is under construction by Games Workshop, it will not appear in this codex. So these things can change a lot, okay, so we have to, if we want to know what the real codex will look like, we have to wait for that. I don't think this will indicate exactly what the codex will look like, because I expect if they go for plastic Systems of Battle, they will create some of these boxes multi-component where you can create different units. So yeah, for the Imperial Knights, I don't think there will be anything new about them soon. So they will remain as they are, I don't think they will put anything new for them. And yeah, that's all. So then there is all the points that I will not go to discuss if the points are well or not. Okay, this is really what I expect from a book like that. So what I expect is points. I expect scenarios, and I don't expect facts on this book. Okay, if you want facts, there is the facts in PDF. For me, what is a little bit surprising is this new part here. Okay, I was not expecting that they update data sheets. It's a pain, because if you have a really new codex, and now you have to go with this apart. This is a pain. If you have to take just this book to have the last intercessor update. This is why I don't like to have this type of things on this book. Maybe it's the only thing that I don't appreciate that much. Although today we go very digital, I will never make use of this. To be fair, I know that this is for me completely obsolete at this moment. If I want to do a roster, I put it in my computer. I never do that. I will never do manual calculations. So there is a lot of software and apps to do that for you. So this is for me. Don't need it. I find it interesting that they consider this was completely interesting for me. They consider the Far Side as a Lord of War, because with all these suits, it's quite a curious thing. Yeah, and the codex looks quite interesting, so I need to go. But yeah, of course, we still have the same problem as usual. So I guess they will be the Dominus will. I need to see how the Dominus work on with the new rules. So they do a movement just after deployment, before we start the battle. So not as strong as used to be when they can do attack from the flank. Yeah, the Repentia still, they are so easy to kill. The Celestine have been the buff. Okay, is not as strong as she used to be. Especially know that the Germinae is in a different unit, and know there is quite an important difference. If you kill the two Germinae, then you cannot resurrect them anymore. Okay, so this is an important twist. And you cannot pass the wounds to the Germinae automatically. You have to roll 2+, but it's quite fast, so quite easy, right? So it's not a big thing there. But yeah, and then the newest scenarios, they look. I need to look them to see if they are interesting. So I need to make a look on them, and I like what they have done here on the narrative. So I think this is interesting. that they push the narrative on the campaigns. I think this is going to be called, the next time they have to give narrative means rules for campaign, and then this part, the open play, is more, it's like experimental rules, right? So everything quite interesting. I think was quite a nice book to have. As I said, the part that is match play, the points overrule the old points, and the new rules can overrule the old rules. But for the narrative and for the open play, these are complementary. So 2017 and 2018 can be complementary in terms of narrative and open play. So that's all. That's all what I want to talk here. And just if I have to say something is, don't just look the match play. Also think that there is other ways to play, because sometimes we forget. And I'm one of these persons that sometimes we forget that we can play other ways and we don't have to play always match play. So that's all for now. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the opinions below what do you think about this book. I really want to know your opinion. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching and see you again later. Bye.